Talented Ones Media, hashtag TO Media, hashtag TO Radio, hashtag too many hashtags to keep hashtagging it out. And we're back, man, Jay Shep. And if you keep seeing this vid again, it's because, guess where I still am? Still in LA. If you don't understand, we're working out here. If you don't understand who this guy is, you need to. So for my real TO fans, for my people that keep up with my journey, I have understand that I did make an LA trip a while back. I made it back in July. Yeah. It was July. Made a trip back in July. Beforehand, I interviewed this young dude right here. I can't even say young. We like the same age, but it sounds better. So I interviewed my guy right here via Zoom. You know, he's out here from LA. I'm from Houston, so we did the Zoom. Met him in July. Got put on, you know, had the biggest surprise ever. If y'all seen the post on IG, he put me on, he took a snippet of our interview and made it the intro to his tape.
Yeah, yes I did. California's finest. That's the first voice you hear, my guy to my left.
So, which was crazy, you know, that's the first placement I've ever had. So, you know, I mean, Houston, all I'm saying is step up. I mean, Cali showed love first, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying nothing, but I'm saying something. But this guy right here, Zay Suave, aka Isaiah Bowers.
What's good, y'all?
California's finest.
Yeah.
I'm a little biased, but I'm not, because I understand what talent is. First of all, how you doing, my guy?
I'm great. How you doing?
Man, I'm blessed, man. Highly favored. I can't really complain. We're back out here in LA,
yes.
And I had to go ahead and do the interview in person this time, because I was like, bro, like, we pulling up again. I feel like it's actually time to, like, let's have another discussion. Let's have another discussion. Let's have it in person, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And let's really give these people some good content. Last time we talked, you gave the background of yourself. You let the people know where you're from. You let the people kind of know a little bit about your story and stuff like that. And the first thing I actually want to talk about first has something to do with that, but nothing to do with that.
Okay.
So if I could see, like, put your hand out real quick. Like, for those who can't see, this way.
Oh shit.
That one. So if you can't see, on his hand has a familiar tattoo. You know, marathon continues.
Yeah.
We was talking about
get redone, but yeah, for sure.
We was talking about Nipsey off camera. You know, you was talking about how he came from your neighborhood.
Oh yeah.
How impactful was Nipsey? I know he was impactful to you, but how impactful was he just to your whole neighborhood and community, man?
Oh man, anybody from my neighborhood, Crenshaw District, Lamar Park, they already know the district. Everybody will tell you Nip was everything, you know what I'm saying? Just on an inspiration level, and just like as somebody who you really saw trying to do something for the community, you know? Like I even told you off camera, there'll be times where I would just be on the street, and other people could vouch too, they'll just be on the street, and you would see Nip, you know, actively doing stuff, you know, being in the community, you know, you're just doing things, helping people out. So yeah, for sure, like when we unfortunately lost him, it was a big hit, because, you know, replacing somebody like that wants to improve their community and make it something to where something bigger or more than what people think it is, you know what I mean?
Right.
Because, you know, like when you think Crenshaw District, you know, a lot of people want to think, you know, about what it is, the streetness, the street aspect to it.
Right.
But there's also a real artistic aspect. There's a business aspect. There's all kinds of creative things that's in that community. And he was really the first person to really shed light to it. Like, hey, I'm about to show y'all the district. I'm about to show y'all, you know, Crenshaw, about, you know, everything it has to offer, not just the street stuff that y'all might think of, that y'all might not think is all we have to offer. We're gonna show you the full versatility of what this community has to offer. So yeah, for sure, Nip Hussle was a legend for that.
And I think that's dope. And I think the thing, and I had to get this perspective from you being from an area, from the same area that he was from, and you saw him growing up in that effect. So like with a movement like the marathon continues, how do you like incorporate that into like your own life and your own movement with your own music?
Good question. So like what TMC means for me, you know, actually I'll just play it back. I'll tell a little slight story. You know, back in 2018, I was just listening to Nipsey Tough. I was playing back the marathon, just trying to get my own, you know, I don't want to say life together, but just really just trying to figure it out, you know, young kid stuff. I was only 19, so you know, I'm just trying to think it out, and I'm listening to the Marathon, and a lot of that stuff was just, you know, motivational for me, because I really understood what the Marathon was. Is, you know, life is not just about quick fixes and things like that. You gotta really work, and the things you work for, it could take, you know, months, years, you know, to even get to a position where you even at a position where you can reach where you want, you know, if that makes sense, you know. So for sure, TMC for me, it just means, you know, never give up, you know, taking things day by day. You know, it's about your pace, you know. You're not just racing, being quick with it. It's about, you know, going at your own pace, and, you know, just taking it step by step, you know, build a brick each day, which is something that Nip used to say all the time, you know, just lay down that brick and then eventually you have a house. That's one thing he said in his interview, and then that's something I like take with me. It's like, okay, I'm not gonna try to finish this shit like all in one day. Let me just work on, you know, being the best me, one, and then two, just making sure I'm laying down the key part of the foundation every day, you know. So one thing, that's what TMC means to me, you know. The Marathon continues, it keeps going. It's something you gotta do every day, like every single day, no days off, you know. So that's what that meant to me.
And I think that Nip wave, I know, was crazy in LA. Yeah. I know it definitely was. You know, obviously, rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle, a true legend. Even it affected us down in Houston. You know, he had a connection with Houston too, where he made a lot of music with like Zero and Slim Thug and like artists. Those artists who are that same effect that he had out here. It's the same effect Slim Thug and them have out in the city. So it's kind of funny, like we always talk about this LA-Houston connection. Somehow it all just brings back together. But even just moving on from there, you know, you got your own music. You got the California's finest. You know, I had the pleasure of listening to your tape, and I want to say that's your first true body of work.
True, yeah, I agree.
I know it's not your first body of work.
I agree, it's my first true, because like when I did my first tape, you know, I kind of consider it a demo, because those were really my first 12 songs ever, like in the studio. So it was a lot of figuring out what I want to do. Cali's Finest was the first like time I'm like, okay, I know what I want to do, how I want to put out shit, how I want to rap, how I want to do that. So I consider that my debut, because you're seeing me fully 100% confident in myself and in my music. So
right. And what did you think the reception of it was? Because, you know, when I had the pleasure, you know, this is some exclusive stuff y'all don't know about these guys, but I had the pleasure, you know, obviously, you know, since my voice was on it at the intro, you know, I got the pleasure of hearing it first. Before a lot of people did. You know, shout out to Mesa, who was behind the cameras. We went to the studio session, listened to it, really got a chance to really like embrace that whole project. Yeah. And so, you know, that was a moment for us out in LA. And I was like, you know, you got something. You know, I said, you got something. I really did rock with the tape.
Appreciate it.
And so how do you think, you know, besides my opinion, how do you think the people felt about the tape? You know, what was their reaction when they heard it?
Oh, it was great. And yeah, I'm just gonna say that it was really great, and it was good for me too, because at first, you know, I'm just a person who's always thinking big about the bigger picture. But you know, when you get people constantly coming up to you, and you constantly coming up to you in person and in your DMs too, and just, you know, really tapping in with you and saying in full detail about the shit, like, hey, I like this specific song, I like this bar you said, I like the way you came off on that. I've been getting a lot of stuff like that often since I dropped that. And first, you know, you could easily get caught up in the numbers, like, is my shit doing this, my shit doing that, even though it still did, you know, 50,000, which is cool, and I'm appreciative for that. But it was like, really, it's the people that came up to me in detail, in detail to how they're describing the song. Like, there are, for example, I'll just give an example. I have a homeboy, his favorite song on my tape is I Shine, You Shine.
I shine.
He really likes my verse bar. His favorite part is the whole Laker line, and I was saying that. And then he said that to me like 10 different times, you know, in the same, and I was just like, wow. He really repeated my bar 10 for 10, like just 10 times in a row, and he's saying the whole song. And it's just situations like that. Like, you'll see when somebody's, you know, they're reciting the whole song, or they just, you can see their eyes light up a little bit, like they're excited to tell you like your shit is good. So, you know, that type of thing has really been what I really like about California's Finest, even more so than Heart and Soul. I've been getting a lot of that, a lot of, hey Zay, you know, this shit is the shit, you know, type of thing. Like, this is really good ass music, I'm bumping this. And I'm beginning that hard, like people really coming in my face like, yo, this shit really good, and that's been giving me confidence. So that let me know that, okay, I did my thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is
like you're supposed to be doing this.
Exactly, you know?
And I think sometimes that reassurance when, you know, from your partners and your peers, when you're putting out great work, that, you know, that they're receiving it. You know, sometimes, especially when if you put out something and you think it falls on deaf ears, you know, you don't really know how it can feel. But, you know, you got a good enough audience the first time out. And it's kind of like, no matter what the numbers are, you put out a quality body of work that now people can go back and listen to.
Exactly, and that's my whole process with it. It's like when I'm in the studio, I'm just thinking about making shit timeless, you know? I'm trying to make something that, like, whenever they catch on, whenever is their first listen of Isaiah Bowers, they're like, oh shit, this is some shit, where have I been, and let me stay on this shit, you know? So I'm always thinking like, hey, if they don't catch on now, they're gonna catch on later for sure. But I'm glad, like, the ones that for sure caught on now, like, they're really fucking with it. Like, they like, hey, this shit is fucking no skips type shit, you know? So that's been giving me a lot of confidence.
And obviously enough, your audience is gonna be, to start off with, it's gonna be the people that are around you. You know, the community that you're around. You made I feel like you made a true LA tape. You know,
thank you.
Not that it can't be listened to by anybody else, but you made a true LA tape. I'm thinking the instrumentals sound like I'm on a beach. You know, the whole theme of what you're talking about, the lingo, the style, everything like that. You know, like somebody from Houston is not gonna make the type of tape like that, and that's okay because it's not the city that's from. You know, so I felt like I was in California. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
You know, even though I was technically, but you know. I felt like I was in California, and, you know, I brought that tape back to some people in Houston, and they were really rocking it with me. So I said to you, on that note, you just got to keep going, keep doing your thing.
Yeah.
Another question I've been thinking about for you is that, so after doing this first tape, California's Finest, you know, that was dropped in July. You know, obviously enough, you can let that sit for a little bit longer. I know you've been working probably,
of course,
but it's 2022.
Yeah.
You know, is this a year where we get more music? Are we getting another project, 2 projects, no projects, some singles? What shit? Are we still playing it? What's up? What we got going this year?
How do you know what? How I say it? 2022 is gonna be the year you really that y'all sees that. You know, you're gonna see me. I am for sure dropping another project. Matter of fact, I'll just drop it now. This shit I'm about to be called next. It's gonna be called Championship Season.
Okay.
And that's what the mode I'm in right now. It's like that. You play sports before, so it's just, you already know that mode you're in when it's fucking first game of the playoffs. You're like, okay, we're fucking about to do this shit. It's all the shit we work for, and we're about to go get that chip.
And he said the LA Rams won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
God darn it.
LA Rams winning Super Bowl 2022. I did say that shit. Fuck it.
I said it a couple weeks back, gosh darn it.
Shit.
I said the Rams was winning the Super Bowl.
Hey, beat Brady, his cheating ass, so he did it. He ain't a cheater, I'm kidding. He a GOAT.
Nah, he did cheat. he did cheat. I mean, he's still the greatest.
Right,
I mean,
shout out TV.
That man definitely did deflate them better.
Shout out to Rams though for sure.
Yo.
City taking it this year for sure. But yeah, that's just my mindset right now. It's like I'm about to take mine, you know. It's like I've done all the work. I've proven to myself that I can do this shit. People telling me that I can do this shit. Now what I want to do is just elevate to that level where I want to be at. And I think I can now with the pieces I have behind me. My skill level now, because I work every day and continue to be like strive for greatness. So I think, you know, on the skill level I'm ready. As far as the people I have, you know, helping me with this things I'm doing, they're ready. So 2022 is going to be a year that I really, you know, they're going to start, you know, asking the question, who is Isaiah Bowers? At least, you know, having that interest, you know, throughout the country for sure, because we're pushing, we're networking. And, you know, honestly, I'm just hungrier than ever because after the reception I've been getting from California's Finest and just how I feel, I'm just at a good point in life, so I'm ready.
And you're in a great city,
man.
You're in a great city, obviously enough to get some buzz out of it, you're really from here. Yeah, so it's kind of like one of those things, like, Like you really, y'all got a lot. Y'all got crazy outlets out here. Yeah. Y'all got a lot of platforms. I do think y'all got a lot of gatekeepers. I don't know. I'm not
for sure.
I'm not from out here. I don't know them. But just in general, when it comes great opportunities, it comes great gatekeepers. And the bad thing about some gatekeepers, they want to, they don't want the new to come in. They want the old to stay the old. But what I think, you have the opportunity to do this year is really just like capitalize. I don't know what it's gonna look like for you, but what I've seen out of a lot of LA artists lately, and I think the main one who I can highlight is Blast, especially you're on the independent route. Is the independent artists out of here are starting to figure it out.
They are.
They're starting to figure it out. Even contract-wise, they're getting partnerships. They're not signing under nobody.
Yeah, because you seen he did his Red Bull shit, Blast. So yeah, it's really, people are really getting smart. And then LA has always been a real industry, so like people had the knowledge, but I think now you're just seeing people really stepping out. It's like, I'm gonna fucking take this game and really apply it for myself, because I'm in LA. I could really do all this shit, be around all the whole industry thing, what I'm saying? And people just taking that game and fucking really putting it into themselves as opposed to like, let me just see if I can get somebody to help me with this shit, You're definitely seeing that independent come up, and then people like Blast, when you see him forefront and he's actually having success, that's just inspiring the next. So yeah, you for sure gonna see more people going harder, including me,
No, for sure. And I remember last time we was talking, this is also part of the intro on California's Finest. Go listen to that, stream that right now.
Stream California's Finest, yeah.
And yes, I am biased on this one. Go stream it.
Stream that.
You hear both of us talk. But on that, I remember last time we had a conversation, we were talking about how this is the generation of entrepreneurs, the go-getters, hustlers, the young ones. We're both below the age of 25. We're on the upside.
Yeah.
And the one thing I will say, I've been thinking about, some of my friends have been thinking about, is like, do you think there's like a societal pressure for our generation to make it happen, or do you think it's just like a pressure we put upon ourselves?
A little bit of both. I'll speak first. The pressure we put on ourselves, I think we watched a lot of, I'll just say, I feel like in my generation, we watched a lot of TV and people having these things, and that's what inspired us, what I'm saying? Like, I'll say, this is a little bit of an example, like on the music standpoint, like, you'll see, like, y'all remember a show like 106 and Park and shit, and see people dressed nice, living that whole lifestyle, and they're like, and you see how young they were too at that age. It's like, okay, shit, when I get that age, I gotta be on the same shit or better, what I'm saying? So you get that, and then, what was the other one again?
So the other one was like, so we said like the societal pressure?
Yeah, societal pressures. I think that comes from social media a lot, what I'm saying? People, fronting a lot on social media and portraying a life that they're not necessarily living, but when you see it, you're like, damn, they're really up, they're fucking here, they're fucking there, they're doing all this shit, and they're the same age as you, so that's making you think, yo, what the fuck am I doing in my life? I'm working here, I'm doing this 9 to 5 shit, so now you're thinking like, am I fucking up? But that's wrong, honestly, because, truth is everybody moves at their own pace. Marathon, what I'm saying? So it's like, you shouldn't even be looking at outside sources. You should just, try to tap into yourself and how much time you need, to do the shit that you need to do. But a lot of people, I don't even say a lot of people. I feel like we all fall victim to it now because social media is so prevalent and so big. But yeah, we just, we see this shit and we fucking be like, oh, like, why am I not doing this? You know what I mean? Like, he's the same age as me. He's doing all this. We did that. But we don't know, like, that's all gaslit. You know what I'm saying? It's just pictures and stuff like that. But the false image that portrays just gives people, the wrong idea because they'll think it's reality. They'll think, oh, they're really living like this and they doing this with no struggles or nothing like that. But nothing comes without struggle or hard work. You know what I mean?
That's facts.
Shit, even if somebody is really living like that, what I'm saying? I bet, he did a whole lot of shit, that you fucking not thinking about in order to get that off, So, yeah, for sure. That's what I think. It's something like that.
And then, I can see here about that. I want to ask you about the journey destination. We've already talked about that. I know your answer is the journey. I think your answer is still going to be the same just because it ain't It hasn't even been a whole year since the tape dropped.
True.
I know it's been a year since we had the interview, but it's, you know, it hasn't been a whole year since the tape dropped. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hold this question back until you drop this tape again.
Okay.
And when you come to Houston, we're gonna talk about it again.
All right.
But I do have one question for you. So I've been doing I've been in my LA music research bag.
Okay.
You know, I know some of the people that's been influential out here, and so I think California in general is having a time. I don't want to say it's all LA. I think it's LA and LA surrounding areas. So we got like somebody like a Rimble. You got like, you know, rest in peace with Draco the Ruler.
Yeah.
You got obviously enough Blast. You got Bino. You got all those. Well, you got the. I'm a Vince Staples fan.
Oh yeah, I like Vince.
And so you got from you got actually LA. Then you got IE. You got Long Beach. You got all these areas. But I think what I'm noticing right now is y'all are sounding different. Y'all are in a different creative bag. A lot of y'all aren't putting the same replica out there. What do you think's in the creative waters out here in LA? I know it's a creative town, but something's been different a little lately. Even with your music, it's like, okay, it's LA, but it's like, it ain't routine. Like, what's in the LA water right now?
I think, yeah, actually in this way, I think in the LA waters right now, you're finding a lot more versatility. And I'll just speak on, like, when I was growing up a little bit, yeah, for sure, we weren't always listening to LA artists for sure. Like, you know, I was listening to Chief Keef here, Future here, and stuff like that. And for sure, my generation, you know, it was a lot of that. A lot of us were listening to music from everywhere, like all kinds of shit. I'm pretty sure back in the day though, like when my dad, when he was coming up though, it was more strict. Like, okay, we're just listening to LA shit more so. But just cause, you know, music wasn't as broad as it is now. You know, this is back in the fucking 80s and shit like that. So, you know, you got your Cubes, your NWAs, and that's it, you know, as far as like on the mainstream level. But now, like by my time, like when I was in middle school, 2011, we got all this type of music out, you know what I'm saying? From your Drakes, your A$AP Rockies, your Chief Keefs, and then back home to your Kendricks, your Joe Moseses, like you name it, like all kinds of artists that were doing their own shit out here. But we were listening to all that shit at the same time. So, and then when you got we become older now and you have artists want to do their own music, they have all that influence now from them. So that's what I think the difference is from like a LA now to LA back then. Like, I feel like their influences might have been more strictly on LA on the music standpoint, because that might have been all the offer, you know, because hip hop wasn't as broad back then. But now when you have all these different strains of hip hop coming in by the time I'm a kid, so when we want to finally do this shit, we have all these different, you know, depictions and styles of music to pick from. So it's like, okay, I could fucking try the Atlanta style here, but still talk about some shit on Normandy and fucking Manchester or something like that. Or I could fucking flip this style and fucking put it in the West Coast type of slang all the way. So I think you're getting a lot of that now, you know, artists wanting to be more than what the LA image of a rapper is, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, LA got their own thing and their whole image of what the world expects. But yeah, I think the artists now want to be more than that, just want to be full on overall artists, real shit. You know? Yeah,
because I seen G Perico still drop. I mean, he don't got no more, but he had the Jerry curl for a minute.
Yeah, he's
like 2019, and I was like, that's a little wild.
He did have that Jerry curl. That was wild as fuck. I was like, damn, he still got that. But I get what he was trying to do though, you know what I'm saying? Bring that back, you know? And then you get artists like that that's like, nah, I'm gonna stay strictly West, you know, I'm gonna keep that alive, and that's cool as fuck too. Cause, you know, like I said, in LA we got our own shit, so you definitely want to represent the coast. You want to represent where we from and fucking let it know like, nah, that shit ain't dead. We ain't trying to copycat nobody. But I think for sure, you know, artists want to be more versatile. They just don't want to do the whole gangster shit that niggas expect from LA. You know, we want to show there's way more to offer than just that lifestyle. Because that's only one thing. There's so many other different types of people. And just the gang banging ass nigga that everybody thinks is, you know, everybody from LA. Is way more layers. So I think the artists now for sure want to expand that, and that's how you get people like Blast.
True. Hey man, look. You just gave everybody an LA documentary. Right?
It's so much more though, shit. Like, but yeah,
LA little tour. You can make that a book. You know, sell that joint.
Honestly, for sure, you gonna get that with me. Like honestly, you gonna get you're gonna get depictions of LA that you ain't heard in a while or you never heard before, you know what I'm saying? Cause me, like, you said, like, how you feel you strictly Houston, you know, you H-Town boy. I'm a LA boy, like, born and raised, my family, we're all from LA. So it's like, that's really what I know, and that's who I am. So fucking, you know, me just not wanting to front, just be me, myself, naturally, you gonna get West Coast LA from me 24/7. So yeah, for sure, that's the type of things that it'll spill out, you know, getting like little things about the city and that. Cause also, you know, I got people in my family that really like have history within the city. It's not like just they're living and like they did things within the city. So it's all these stories and things that go into my background that, you know, really cultivated me. So it's like really, I'm really representing the city, and I'm gonna continue to represent the city in the best way because I'm authentic. And like I said, you know, it's just everything about me is just LA, just from how I was raised. You know, this is just the city I'm from and where my family's from, and made me who I am.
Hey man, you can cut that and make that the intro right there. I am LA, everything authentic, everything real. I just want to say I need that 10%. But hey man, look, we can talk, we can sit here and have barbershop talk all day. I appreciate you coming on the show. His social media right here, my social media right there. Y'all already know what's going on. Jay Shep, Isaiah Bowers, aka Zay Suave.
Yeah.
LA meets Houston again.
Shout out H-Town, coming soon. I can't wait.
Next time he in the city, you already know. Yeah, I'm stuttering. You already know. But guess what, guys?
Show me some love.
We gone.